I'll take my wickedness to you every 3 a.m. Hi!
Hello!
Welcome again to our health podcast. My name is Enye.
And I'm Victoria. Today we are diving into a topic that we are so excited about. Does good get paid?
That's a really, really good question because I'm sure that a lot of us have always been wondering, does it pay to like be a good girl at work, in your relationship, in your career? You want to be this good girl personality.
Yeah, does it pay, or do you end up being overworked, taken for granted, or even wondering if it's all worth it at the end?
Or you see that other people that are not even doing good, they are getting opportunities.
Exactly, and things that you want.
Exactly, and you're just like taking for granted. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Do well to subscribe, like, and stay tuned as we dive into this conversation today. So what does society actually mean when they say good girl?
Okay, so it means being polite, being obedient, and maybe pandering to putting others above yourself. It's like this unspoken rule that good girls don't rock the boat.
And I feel like, in my opinion, being kind, being polite, all of them, they are not bad things. But where it becomes a problem is when you know that people actually like to take advantage of people. So when they see that, oh, you are kind, you are this, sometimes they won't put you to the side. They'll say, this one, she not gonna do anything.
Exactly.
So sometimes they just shouldn't.
Yeah, especially in your relationships and your work. When you are too accommodating, it might lead to people taking you for granted.
So what are the benefits to being a good girl?
Okay, so let's say in relationships, for example, when you are kind and patient, it could lead to having like a very solid foundation for your relationship. It could lead to a very healthy relationship, right? So, but it has to be mutual. Yeah,
you can't be giving
yes,
patience
and kindness and
calmness, and
exactly.
the person is giving you bad schools.
Exactly.
It must be mutual. Also, at the workplace, it's always good to be dependable, be trustworthy. Those are like the attributes of good girls. You keep to your word, you do what you say you're going to do, you are reliable, they can count on you. That's when it's good. But when like people now expect you to always say yes, they know that you won't say no, so they'll just be piling up on you.
Exactly. When they don't expect you to be assertive enough to get what you want.
They just,
that is when
maybe when there is a promotion now.
Exactly.
They just pass you up because they know that you won't complain, you won't fight. That is not the example of being a good girl that we're talking about. And even from a biblical perspective, right? It's good to be good. Kindness is a fruit of the spirit, not niceness. Niceness is not a fruit of the spirit, right? So it always pays to be good, have good qualities that the Bible called fruit of the spirit. They are usually good. They are characteristics of a good girl, but it doesn't mean that you should now like be a people pleaser.
Exactly. Even the Bible says in Galatians chapter 1 verse 10 that am I now trying to please people? Am I not trying to please human beings instead of pleasing God? No, it's God I'm trying to please. Right? So
we should like always try to do it from a place of pleasing God, not from a place of rejection, like, oh, I don't want somebody to not like me, so let me just please them.
And also it shouldn't be from a place of low self-esteem.
Exactly. Let me be nice to them, or let me do this so that they will like me. Do kindness because you are kind. Be good because you are good. You want to help because you like to help, not because you want to look at what other people will say, or if I don't do it, they might not really like me.
Exactly. Let's talk about some real life examples. Have you ever felt like there was a time that being a good girl backfired?
Yeah, so before like there were times that maybe in relationship you don't want to be a bad person, so you not really say what you're feeling, like what you're going through. You just I don't want this relationship to end, or I don't want things to scatter. So let me not really talk, because if you say your mind now, I see if you just vex. So you just say, let me just keep the peace. But in the end, you discover that the thing will just build resentment.
Exactly.
By the time you, as the thing keeps going, you just see the thing explode. And at that point, you won't even be able to control the the effects. Something that if you had spoken about it when it started, it might have been resolved at that point, but because you don't want to seem bad, in the end now you will now still see, you will now still be the bad person. You will still be the bad person. So sometimes just speak up, say your mind, just open up and say, let them see you as a bad person, but you know that you're actually speaking for what you stand for. Another time that I was trying to do good girl, people will be asking, borrow me money, and then I just want
that borrow money part there.
I don't want them to see me that I'm too stingy, or I will now be borrowing. Then in the end, I will now suffer
to get the money.
Oh my goodness! To borrow is easy, to borrow is human. It is divine. To collect your money back.
Oh my god! I remember there's someone that is even still owing me till now, since when we were in school.
Oh my goodness.
The person is still owing me till now. I don't even forget that.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. What have you done?
At work, I kept on saying yes to extra work. When they bring extra work, I kept on saying yes, and at the end of the day, I was overwhelmed with work, and I actually felt not appreciated after everything that I put into the work and the extra work I did, and I just felt unappreciated for the work I did. So that was the time that stuff like that happened.
So in all of this, there needs to be a balance. It's good to know that you can count on me. I can be dependable. I have my good attributes. When in the end there's a balance to everything. When the thing is becoming too much, you just say no. When it's time for you to speak up, If they ask for money, say I beg, I no get.
Don't do it from a place of people pleasing. You don't do it from a place of you don't want people to be offended.
When it doesn't serve you.
When it doesn't serve you, or from a place of I want to be the good person. You get putting other people's needs above yours.
In fact, call me bad person. I don't even care again. Just they call up, they go. You know those videos where they say people are taking wickedness pills. They're I will take my wickedness pill every 3 a.m. All those things are always funny, but those people, they've probably tried to be kind and nice, and people don't show them shaggy. They'll be I beg, don't be me and you, they do all this kind of thing. So don't let it get to the extent where you now have to be a bad person. That your values will still be present, you will still be a kind person, but you have boundaries. You know when to say no. You know when this thing that they're asking you to do does not serve you, so I'm not going to do it.
Yep. So Onye, how do we find the balance? What's one piece of advice you would give?
For me, we've already even stated before, just find set boundaries. The fact that you're kind doesn't mean that you're a doormat. The fact that you are good, the fact that you're patient, the fact that you're dependable doesn't mean you give people a chance to walk over you. Right? Just set boundaries. Learn to say no at the times when it is appropriate. Don't allow people to walk over you. This one, she will not talk. She not go talk. They will now be they want to show you. Set boundaries. Let people know that you can change it for them at any point in time. See, the fact that I'm smiling at you doesn't mean that I will change.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think another thing you need to do is to redefine yourself, know who you are, right? So that you be true to your own values, right? So it's not everything that anybody comes to tell you just follow and do and all. You should know yourself, know your values, and the things you want to do and the things you don't want to do.
So that when people bring things that don't serve your purpose, you can easily just say no to it. And another thing is to ask God for guidance. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes there's some people that are just empathetic naturally. They're just empathetic, and it's just so difficult to really say no. They will just be feeling bad and all of that. So just ask God for strength, right? Yeah, it's not easy, and we understand. Sometimes it can really be stressful, but still just ask God for guidance. Help me to be able to set boundaries, to know when to say no. Chimamanda posted one video, and I saw it recently. She was like, she was, I think 5 years ago, and she was in a flight in Owerri, and 2 girls walked up to her, and one girl was like, oh my god, you know, now she's touching my mother, and second girl was like, I know that you just have one crazy hairstyle on. And she was like, she just smiled based on good girl lifestyle. Let her not be rude, or I'm a celebrity or something. So she just smiled at the girl. So she was like, that she wished that she didn't smile, that she wished that she can see that girl again, so that she can really tell her mind that you are rude. Because I mean, why people are just so rude and provoked, and sometimes because we want to maintain a good girl personality, you will just not speak your mind as when you need to speak it. Sometimes don't allow people. Don't just allow. No. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl.
Yeah, and then let's even talk about people that are not good girls. I'm telling you now, because we've been talking about the good ones. What of the ones that are wicked, that are actually wicked people? Please change your ways. If you're a wicked person looking for a good person to ruin, change your ways.
Some people, they don't have conscience. You be working with your conscience. You be like, some people don't have conscience. They don't care. See,
exactly.
They will use you to the last.
Yeah, now they say that takers don't stop taking. They will take and take. They don't have limits. So if you're a bad person or a wicked person listening to this podcast, change your ways.
I believe our people are good people.
Yes. Let's just
but in case I one bad person, just manage change your ways.
Exactly.
So to wrap up, does it mean that being a good girl pay? For me, I would say it depends on what you define as good girl, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So if it's about living authentically to your true self, then I would say being a good girl pays.
Yeah, but if it's like, you're trying to please others, you're trying to make people like you, that is not being a good girl, right?
Exactly.
Have your values, stick to those values. Some people will not like you, but not everybody has to like you.
Exactly.
Right? Not everybody has to like you. So just stay true to your values, do what works for you, do what would make you please God, and
also we would like to know if you think good girl pays and what you define as good girl in your own terms. Please let us know in the comment section.
So don't forget to like, comment, share as usual, and subscribe, please. So until next time,
be true and authentic to yourself.
Bye.